Hello, my friend. I want you to pause for just a moment and really listen. If you're over 60, 70, or even 80, and you've noticed a quiet shift in your body, your energy, your desire, or your performance, please know this. You are not broken. You are not alone. But you might be unknowingly making mistakes that are slowly harming your health. I'm Dr. Clara, and for over 3 decades, I've helped older men reclaim their vitality, not with shame or judgment, but with truth, science, and compassion. Today, I want to speak to the men who still care about their strength, their confidence, and their connection to themselves and to those they love. This isn't about youth, it's about power. And it begins with understanding one of the most misunderstood parts of male health after 60: masturbation. Yes, this is a safe, honest space, and what I'm about to share may change your life. Let's dive into the 6 dangerous mistakes men over 60 make with masturbation and how to reclaim your health starting today. Mistake 1: forcing it. Let me start with something I hear far too often in my clinic. A man, maybe 67 or 73, looks down with frustration and says, "Dr. Clara, I have to push harder just to feel something. It used to be easy." This is the first silent mistake. Forcing arousal, forcing an erection, or rushing to climax when your body is asking you to slow down. As we age, the body's natural rhythm changes. Blood flow isn't what it used to be. Nerve endings respond differently. Hormones like testosterone fluctuate, but many men still use the same aggressive techniques they relied on in their 30s. Tight grip, fast pace, immediate release. This causes microtears in penile tissue, inflammation around the urethra, and unnecessary strain on the prostate and pelvic floor, which are essential for sexual and urinary control. And here's the danger: you won't feel the damage right away. It shows up months or years later as reduced sensitivity, erectile dysfunction, prostate swelling, or even leakage. What to do instead? Shift from performance to presence. Breathe. Slow down. Let your arousal build naturally. Focus on gentle touch, sensual awareness, and connection, not pressure. You are not a machine. You are a living, evolving being. Mistake 2: porn dependence. Now let's talk about a digital trap: porn addiction. A 67-year-old patient of mine, once a respected engineer, came to me looking defeated. He said, "I can't feel anything without watching something online, and even that doesn't work anymore." Porn rewires the brain. It floods your system with dopamine, your pleasure chemical, far more than real-life touch ever could. Over time, this desensitizes your reward system, making real intimacy feel dull, unsatisfying, or even unreachable. You crave more extreme content, more time, more stimulation, yet feel less satisfied, more anxious, and deeply alone. This isn't about shame, it's about neurobiology. And the good news: your brain can heal, even after 60. Spend a few weeks without digital stimulation. Rebuild your pleasure pathways through memory, imagination, gentle self touch, or emotional connection. Reclaim your sensuality on your own terms. Mistake 3: overdoing it. Here's a critical truth many men don't hear: masturbating too frequently after 60 can drain your energy instead of restoring it. A 71-year-old I worked with was exhausted, mentally foggy, emotionally low, and physically sluggish. He thought it was aging, but he was ejaculating daily, sometimes multiple times a day. The problem? Recovery time increases with age. Frequent ejaculation taxes your adrenal system, drops your testosterone, and can even disrupt your sleep and emotional regulation. The solution? Cut back. Find a rhythm that supports, not depletes, your energy. For most men over 60, once or twice a week is ideal. And remember, intimacy doesn't have to end in climax. Touch, breath, and presence are equally powerful. Mistake 4: ignoring prostate health. Now we arrive at one of the most overlooked parts of senior male health: the prostate. Small in size, but massive in importance. I had a 68-year-old patient complain of dull pressure after climax. No infections, no major symptoms, but his prostate was inflamed from years of poor habits. Here's what many don't know. Certain masturbation positions put direct pressure on the perineum, the area between the scrotum and anus. Failing to urinate after ejaculation can leave irritants in the urethra, leading to swelling and discomfort. Protect your prostate by avoiding hard surfaces or pressure on the perineum, changing positions to reduce tension, always urinating after climax to cleanse the urethra, These tiny adjustments can have a huge impact on long-term comfort and prostate health. Mistake 5. Neglecting emotional health. Let's get real. Sexual health isn't just physical, it's deeply emotional. I remember a man in his 70s, married for decades, but emotionally distant from his wife. His intimacy faded not because of dysfunction, but because his heart felt unseen. They hadn't connected emotionally in years. That distance led to dysfunction. When emotional intimacy disappears, the body shuts down. Stress hormones like cortisol rise, testosterone dips, and sexual desire weakens. What to do? Talk to your partner, not just about sex, but about feelings. If you're single, invest in friendships or spiritual connection. Your emotional heart is just as vital as your physical one. Part 6, Mistake 6, Skipping Physical Exercise. Finally, a reminder you might not expect in this conversation. Your sexual health is only as strong as your circulation, and circulation depends on movement. A 68-year-old man I treated hadn't exercised in over a decade. He felt slow, numb, uninterested in life or intimacy. We started with short walks and gentle strength exercises. Within weeks, he reported improved libido, sleep, energy, and confidence. Try this. Walk daily, 20 to 30 minutes. Light resistance training, 2 to 3 times a week. Stretch or do yoga to awaken your nervous system. Exercise increases blood flow, strengthens pelvic muscles, boosts testosterone, and lifts your mood. Movement is medicine, especially for intimacy. Gentlemen, I know this is a tender topic, but here's what I want you to hear clearly, lovingly, and without shame. It's not too late. You are not broken, and you have so much life, touch, and joy still ahead. Today, you've learned 6 silent mistakes that may be harming your vitality: forcing arousal, over-reliance on pornography, overdoing it, ignoring your prostate, neglecting your emotional heart, avoiding movement. But knowledge alone is not enough. Now it's time to choose. Will you slow down? Will you reconnect with your body, not just as an object, but as a source of pleasure and wisdom? Will you take the first step toward a healthier, more vibrant you? If this message touched you, type yes in the comments. If you're ready to reclaim your strength, energy, and intimacy, subscribe to this channel for weekly guidance tailored just for you. You deserve to feel alive at every age. This is Dr. Clara reminding you your best years are not behind you. They begin the moment you decide to honor your body with truth, care, and courage. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.